Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for coming back, and if you're new, welcome and hope to see you many times. Today what we will be sharing with you a very straightforward short review of what you see on the screen, the Huawei Wi-Fi Mesh 7. This is the box. It's a really solid, firm box. I like that. That says something about the mentality of the people that make that product. I love it when they invest in a good, protecting, solid packaging. So Huawei Wi-Fi Mesh 7, what is this? This is what will hopefully help us to get a better, a stronger Wi-Fi signal throughout the whole house. We used to have that didn't used to be a problem, but we're living here in the city. This is the city of Amsterdam, those of you that don't know us, don't know our channel, and if this is your first time. As you can see, a lot of homes, and many of these homes are separated in, divided in different rooms, because nowadays, just like you have everywhere in the world, we have Airbnb, people renting out their homes and all that. So what you get is, per house, yeah, per unit, there can be sometimes up to 6, 7, or maybe even 10 Wi-Fi connections. That multiplied by all what you see in front of you. So it's been really a struggle to get a good Wi-Fi connection throughout the house, and our house is really not that big. I can just turn around and show you. We have the whole little kitchen, little bedroom there. This is it, what you see, and then the living room. So
less than 50 square meters.
Yeah, less than 50 square meters, the whole house. So it's really small. Okay, there are garages in the US that we've seen that are bigger than our apartment. So just to give you a good idea, but apparently it's getting harder and harder to remain a good solid Wi-Fi signal throughout the house. So to do that,
just look at the screenshot. You'll see how many Wi-Fi networks there are around us.
Yeah.
And this was, yesterday I tried it, and there were even more than 140. As you can see now, we just made a screenshot. There are 100 Wi-Fi networks active around us, which are all interfering into one another.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that number fluctuates. Sometimes we see more, sometimes we see less. So I don't know.
As we have this added problem, our apartment is very small, so normally one would be sufficient for the entire apartment. But unfortunately, as you can see, we have a living room area.
Yeah.
Here we have a small hallway, and then we have the kitchen area and the bedroom beyond that.
Yeah.
And this, what you see on the right hand side of this little hallway.
Yeah, so it's this wall.
Yeah, is the internal staircase to the other
apartments upstairs. Yeah.
So this is really a thick brick wall that's going in and out of our apartment.
Yeah. It kind of bends inward and then it goes outward again, yeah, toward the door, because our door is just right at this corner.
And what we've noticed is that as the router is here, the signal is usually not strong enough to travel through this little hallway to the back where, yeah, the kitchen is, and especially the bedroom as well.
Yeah, maybe I can show you, yeah, just a quick review.
So it's just not strong enough.
I'm sorry, looks like a little mess here, but just had breakfast. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. It's not even big, but we don't have like a straight hall that connects this little kitchen with the living room. This is what Mike was trying to tell you. We have these corners that come inward, see? And we think that this doesn't help to maintain a good Wi-Fi signal if the only router that you have is right here in this room. So to help,
it might be sufficient if we've put the router over there where the cupboard is.
Yeah, somewhere over here in the middle.
Because all of the equipment is here in this
yeah,
corner.
This is where we have all
So
the equipment.
Everything is here. So yeah.
So why are we telling you this? Just to help you understand. Of course, those of you that are experts in this area, we're not talking to you, but we're talking to just the regular people like us to help you guys understand why sometimes your Wi-Fi connection is not as strong as you would hope for. So there are a couple of different causes for that.
So what we currently had was an Apple time capsule, and to extend the network in the back, I have put a physical cable between this going all around to the back,
yeah,
where there is an Airport Express from Apple. But we've noticed and studying other networks around us that it just doesn't cut it anymore. There are so many interference of other networks that we need to step up our game. And of course, this is already technology from
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
it's already
I think,
outdated, more or less.
10 years ago, or I know this is a Wi-Fi 4 network, and this is Wi-Fi 6. Yeah, I see them too.
4 of these, I see the power and I see a reset. So it's 22 centimeters height and the width is 15 centimeters. What else can we see here? Wi-Fi brute force cracking defense can automatically identify traversal attacks that have not been entered manually and blacklist the attacker. You can view the status of connected devices, set speed limits, allow guest connections, set Wi-Fi timing, pause connectivity on your kids' devices, and more. Yeah, and these are the specifications. Just put it on pause if you wanna know. Yeah, and what this art right here is maybe a better explanation of what we're trying to say, especially if you have 2 floors. This should be something you should consider. And the cables that you need to set it up. 2 cables, 2 power adapters. I just gave one to Mike, but yeah, 2 because we have 2 box with 2. That's it. Again, 2. Really solid, nice box. I like it. So we did a little bit of a research about this brand, and people seem to be really very positive about it. More so than about other brands. So we just hope they're right. They're all right, and I think they should be. And what can I say? We're gonna set this up and come back to you guys with the actual review of what this is supposed to be doing for us. Oh guys, we just encountered a little issue right off the bat trying to set this up.
Yeah, well, it is working now because you can see that the light on the router is blue, which means that it has internet access. Yeah, coming from the
Apple
time capsule.
Yeah.
I used to have that one set up with an internal IP address of 192.168.1.255, and for some reason 255, he doesn't like that being used. So I lowered it down to 250. So the internal IP address of the router is now 192.168.1.250, and as soon as I did that, everything worked. So that's a good thing to keep in mind if you want to keep the same settings you had before. I'm not sure if that is a new thing. I'm no network guru, but I did specify a static IP address for this router at 250 now, and all seems to be working.
Yeah, so just a little something to keep in mind. If you happen to be encountering this issue, then maybe you can try what we tried. So
yeah, so what I've done now, I've got it up and running, and we're now going to configure the second one, just to see how that goes. Yeah, and what a good thing is that I want to plug in all things that need fast access immediately to the router with Cat6 cables.
So that's here in the
we
back.
always had it, but it still wasn't performing that well. So we have the colored cables are Cat6 cables. We're just going to use that because they need speed, like the Apple TV, like the NAS. We want to be able to write from our computers over.
So things that need speed, don't connect them via the Wi-Fi, but just connect them with an actual physical cable.
Yeah, that's what we do.
All right. What you see here is the little box automatically does itself for the cats. It's perfect.
It's also Wi-Fi enabled.
It's also Wi-Fi. So yeah, just showing you why we have so many stuff going on here. We try to reflect the Jetsons.
Yeah, we're pointing at the neighbors of having too many Wi-Fi stuff, but
We're as guilty.
we're one big contributor as well.
I think the moment you start to complain about the Wi-Fi of the neighbors is not good, it means you're guilty yourself. So let's just go there out. At least these little puppies don't need Wi-Fi to run. And let me tell you, they run almost 24 hours. Crazy about these cats.
Wow.
No, not totally. When it's cold, they like to sleep a lot. So what we're gonna do now, try to put this to the test, because they say once you have the other one up and running, the second one, the expansion, should almost be plug and play.
Plug and play. So
You should almost recognize each other immediately. Mark just shouted that yes, he does see two devices on his computer. So for some reason they do detect each other, but it's not blue. It's still red here. That's crazy. Guys, scratch what I just said. It just took about 5 minutes. We didn't do anything. Just wait for it and it will turn blue. So don't do anything. Just wait for it. So guys, looks like everything is up and running. See? It recognizes 7 devices. When you log on your desktop version, you see 1, 2. But Mike just pointed out that it's the overview is much better on the app.
here you see the two.
Here you see the 2. Connected, excellent. So guys, those of you that maybe don't really are into this technicality stuff like I am, just a nice summary. So this is your modem, where the internet comes in your house. From there, you're gonna draw a cable all the way to this, and then from this, what Mike just said, connect all the devices that really need to be on high speed physically with this thing. And the other one you can just set elsewhere in your home to create this web. And that one you should also connect with an actual cable between them. Okay?
It doesn't have to be,
But it does help.
We've done it.
Done it. So the modem, connect from the modem, you take one cable to this, and then connect to this the devices that need to be in high speed, and then elsewhere put the second one and connect them, that also with a cable. I hope that sums it up for you. Those of you that are not technical as I am. I'm not either. Boom, you guys, look at this.
Look at those speeds here.
See?
We got 6 networks, which is all us,
This is all us, all the color, that's what you want to see.
with
All-
a 90%
Boom.
booyah. Booyah.
So yes guys, it does work.
Those 6.
It does work.
Yeah, and I've already noticed as well that especially on the Apple TV, the YouTube app is quicker, more responsive. So yeah.
Yeah, and one other crazy thing. Sometimes when we do a check of the strength of the network, yesterday we had 7% the connection between the devices here. I mean, and they're standing next to each other. So it's crazy. I know, it's unbelievable, but it's true. I wish we had a screenshot of that, but you guys just have to
Look at this, how we catch all those children.
Wow, look at that.
Now that's bandwidth.
Eat the dust. They're eating our dust now. So yeah, what I was saying is that now there is 100% signal between them. It's crazy. It really does work, you guys. It does work. It does work. So this is what we can tell you. Because we want to get this video as quick as possible out there, because we have been looking on YouTube to some reviews about this. We couldn't find any. So you know what, I think we already have our result, and I think it's fair to share this with you already. We don't even have to wait for how it's going to behave during the rest of the week, because you know, this is static. This is what it is. This is the signal. If for some reason it does get crazy and we're disappointed, then of course we're gonna do a follow-up. But for now,
yeah, for now the
you guys have been witnessing with your own eyes.
Boosted. It looks terrific. Everything looks fine. Even the AirPlay between the phones and the Apple TV is quicker. So yeah,
so
we're satisfied.
We're satisfied.
We're not hardcore gamers or whatever when we need online streaming or whatever, but I think that that is possible as well. Looking at the speeds and connections between the devices now. So
the conclusion, get it, and no, we're not sponsored.
We wish.
We wish.
We had the last one.
What do you mean you had the last one?
We had the last one. They sold out everywhere.
Oh wow! Well, I hope you guys, by the time you see this video and decide to get them, I hope they will be restocked the stores again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and meet the world with love.
Thank you. Bye bye.